Drummers, it's me, Rob, here from drumsandword.com. How you doing? In this drum lesson, I want to teach you how to play the song Tourette's by Nirvana, drummed by Dave Grohl, of course. If we play all the notes on one drum, the rhythm is this. 1 the and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 the and a 2 and 3 and 4. And we're just splitting the drums up and including the bass drum foot. So the first note is played on the high tom, 1 the and a 2. Then the and of 2 is played on the bass drum. Then we get a flam on beat 3. Play whatever flam you like, right-handed flam or left-handed flam, it's totally up to yourself. I like to play left-handed flam, as you probably all know by now. 3, and then the bass drum on the and of 3, and then another flam on 4. And the rest of the bar is rested. So slowly, we get 1 the and a 2, and 3, and 4, and... Now Dave Grohl's toms are set really, really low pitched. He's got massive high toms. So if you want to give that a bit more power, the first note, to give that first tom note a bit more power, you can include it with the bass drum. 1 the and a 2 and 3 and 4. Or indeed play it on any of your floor toms. Give it more power. So if you start to speed up a little bit, 1 the and a 2 and 3 and 4. I'm going to keep out the bass drum now, but just play it on the high tom on its own because that's how Dave plays it. 1 the and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1 the and a 2 and 3 and 4. So the tempo's going by. So if we take a look at the bass drum camera in the bottom left of the screen, you can see that in order to play those two notes quickly, my leg comes up, plays the first note with the front of the foot, and then the whole leg comes down to play the second note. There are various other techniques which drummers use to play doubles on the pedal. This is the most popular one. This is the one I like to use as well. It's what I'm best at, I guess. I don't really have a choice. I haven't got a plethora of techniques that I can pull out the bag. Just practice doing this movement. You can see the knee comes up, one note, whole leg comes down, second note. You're flicking the first note. When you start to speed it up, it feels like you're flicking that first note into the second. Flick, flick down, flick down, flick down. And then you've got to practice that movement with the hands on top. When you play it slowly, you won't be doing the flick movement. It's only when you speed it up that you need to flick the pedal in order to get the two notes next to each other. At a slower tempo, you can just use two leg movements. So it's one of these techniques that you have to play fast in order to learn. But of course, you want to make sure you've got the movement correct before you start speeding it up. So look at my bass drum foot in the bottom left. I'm using that exaggerated technique at this tempo, but when you start speeding it up, you'll see how I start to flick the pedal. So hopefully you can have a go at that and try to get that technique down. Of course, if you really can't, you can just play quarter notes. Not what Dave plays, but at least you can get through it that way. If you can't play that, 3 notes in a row, then whenever you've got 3 bass drum notes in a row, just take out one of them. For example, from bars 3 and 4, I'd leave out the bass drum note on the and a 4 in bar 3, looking at the last line of page 1. So instead of playing 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and, we're going to play 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and. So we just get 2 bass drum notes, 1 and. Anytime in this song where you've got 3 bass drum notes in a row, if you can't do it, then take out one of the bass drum notes. Usually the best one is the and of 4, because that's where most of the 3 bass drum notes occur in a row, where you got from one line to the next. But you can use your common sense. You can play and 1, 2 instead. Whatever sounds best to you, but rather than just give up on the song because you can't play 3 bass drum notes in a row, then just take one of them out. Simple as that. You can use the ride cymbal to crash on instead. Give it lots of welly like Dave does. Turn your sticks around like Dave does. Give it more extra power.